Yo, what's going on, guys? Crucible Monster here. Today I'm going to be showing you guys my 1.8 Predator's Mark build. That is the 6-piece classified Predator's Mark. I just want to throw something in there really quick. If you guys hear background noise, that is my PlayStation 4 fan. I do apologize for that. I'm going to try to fix it as soon as possible. But without further ado, let's get straight into the build. For this build, I'm using the house with 19.5k damage with 23% crit hit chance. Talents are Deadly, Vicious, and Card Counter. If you guys don't know what Card Counter is, I'm going to read it for you. One half of the magazine does 20% increased damage. The half which deals increased damage flips after 15 seconds or when the magazine is empty. For the secondary, I'm using the lightweight M4 with 17.5k damage. It has 23% enemy armor damage with Predatory, Deadly, and Competent. What I'm using on my house is the C79 scope with 18% crit hit damage, 2.50% crit hit chance, and 5.50% headshot damage. Moving on to the magazine. I'm using an extended magazine with 111% magazine size, 3% crit hit chance, 5.50 rate of fire. For the grip, I'm using a small grip red with 18% crit hit damage, 5% optimal range, and 4.50% reload speed. Now I'm using the loud vent brake in the montage or in the clips that you saw when I was wrecking these two guys, or I don't know. I was just fighting a whole lot of people, but I was using the silencer, which it's down here. I think it's this one. Yep, this one right here. The reason why I was using this is because I get maxed out crit hit chance, and I have 115% crit hit damage. But I got this recently, and when I put it on, I'll put it on right here, I'll get 55.50 crit hit chance with 129% crit hit damage. Basically means 130. I don't think you really need a high crit hit chance, but crit hit damage really matters in the Predator's Mark build, which I'll talk about that in a minute. Now we go to my lightweight M4. I am using the reflex sight with 7.5% crit hit chance, 6.0% headshot damage, and 4% crit hit damage. Then we go to the magazine. I'm using the extended magazine with 111% magazine size, 2.50% crit hit chance, and 5.40 rate of fire. Moving on to the grip, I'm using the handstop FDE with 30% reload speed, 4% crit hit damage, and 4.50% optimal range. There we go for the suppressor. For the suppressor, I have 18.50 headshot damage, 4% crit hit damage, and 3% crit hit chance. Now, if you have the house, do not use anything else but this weapon, because this weapon is the most powerful weapon in PvP currently. If you don't have it, then use the Alejandro with the Lone Star, which I'll talk about this in a different video. But if you have the house, do not use anything else but this weapon, because it is the most powerful weapon in the game right now. Now when we go to the gear, I have Stamina rolled on my Predator's Mark vest with 16 health and 10% exotic damage resilience. Minor attribute is ammo capacity. I have 1,883 armor, and it is not at its best right now. I wish I have more armor, which I will have more whenever I get my division type, because right now I am broke on that and I can't optimize my gear. Now you go to the mask, I have stamina rolled on it with exotic damage resilience as a major attribute, and minor attribute is increased kill XP. It has 931 armor. Let me throw something in here really quick. I have exotic damage resilience on both my chest piece and my mask. You guys can put crit hit chance on your mask if you guys want to, but for me, I'm gonna put exotic damage resilience on both my chest and my mask because a lot of people are using Predator's Mark out there in the DZ, so I want to reduce the damage of the bleed. But you don't really have to put exotic damage resilience on your mask. So if you guys want to, you could just put crit hit chance. And if you guys don't want to, you could just put exotic damage resilience. And you could also put exotic damage resilience on your knee pads if you want to. But I like to put crit hit damage and stack that up as well. But for the knee pads, major attribute is crit hit damage, minor attribute, damage to elites, blind depth resistance, and increased kill XP. I have stamina rolled on it with 1,570 armor. Now you go to the backpack, I have stamina rolled on it with major attribute, crit hit damage, minor attribute on ammo capacity with 1,255 armor. Now we go to the gloves. I was lucky enough to get a God Royal gloves. I was really happy that I got these. Major attribute, SMG damage, crit hit damage, and crit hit chance with firearms rolled on it with 967 armor. For the Predator's Mark holster, I have pretty much everything maxed out for the firearms, stamina, and electronics. Major attribute is crit hit chance, and armor is 1,001. Now, if you guys don't know what Predator's Mark does, the 6-piece, I'm gonna read it for you guys right now. Alright, so the 2-piece give you 10% reload speed. 3-set bonus give you 8% assault rifle damage and SMG damage. The 4-set hit 10 shots without switching target to make the target bleed for 50% of the damage already done by those bullets. The 5-set bonus give you extra 10% reload speed, extra 8% assault rifle damage and SMG damage. Now for the 6-piece, which makes this build very special and very OP. Hitting 10 shots without switching target now applies the Predator's Mark, which makes the target bleed for 50% of the damage already done by the bullets. The Predator's Mark ignores the target bleed resistance. The damage over the time to the target is increased by 15% for every 3,000 stamina and can critically hit the target. Now, right here, this is why you need to have 9,000 stamina. When at 9,000 stamina, the damage over time bonus is increased by an additional 120%. This is why you want to have 9,000 stamina. If you guys want to do as much damage with the bleeds, you gotta have it at 9,000 stamina. I know it kind of sucks for some people. You guys want to have damage out there, firearms, but trust me, 4,000 firearms with 9,000 stamina, this build just melts. I know 4,000 firearms is kind of low to you guys, or it seems like it's low, but trust me, with the Predator's Mark build, with the bleeds, it just melts, straight up melts. Weapon damage is of course at 19.5, like I said. Crit hit chance I have 55.50%, and I showed you guys that I could increase it to 60%, but there's really no point. Crit hit damage is 129%, headshot damage is 62%. The max health is 401,000 with 31.82% mitigation. Alright, now we go to the abilities and talents. I'm using the booster shot with the Ammonizer and the recovery link. Now we go to the talents. I am using critical save with shrapnel. Now this is really good. You could basically shoot a person, and if there is another enemy you're like right next to him, you could also make him bleed at the same time, which means you could get 2 kills at the same time. This is a very, very OP talent. And by the way, let me take this out really quick. I would rather put on the move, so basically when you kill an enemy or a player, you just get you reduce the incoming damage by 15% for 10 seconds. That is really good for survivability. And I'm also using precision, headshot a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. That is really good for PvP. You basically do more damage when you hit them in the head. You pulse them. It's basically a pulse, a free pulse right there. So this is it for the build, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you hit the subscribe button, like the video. This is a brand new channel, so if you subscribe, this will really, really help out. Also, if you guys need help with your build, leave your gamer tag down in the section below in the comment section, or I'm gonna write it down in the description or comment section below my gamer tag. You guys could add me, but make sure when you add me, send me a message that says need help with my build so I can know who to help. If you guys want to, you could send me your account, or if you guys don't want to do that, you could just get in a party, share play with me, and I could fix up your build. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and peace out.